Hello, beautiful colleagues. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a while. I know this. I've been on sabbatical. I didn't mean to go, but it is all for good. Yeah, I'm back and better now, and I promise you will get at least one video weekly. Yeah, it will be on Wednesdays, and it will be around 7 p.m. Yeah, take note of that. Right. So it is no longer new to us that some topics were added to OSCE syllabus recently. Yeah. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the professional values topic that was added. Yeah. So it's not something difficult at all. Yeah. With that being said, let's get into it. So, like I said, professional value is your ethical behavior. Yeah, you reacting to something that is being done in your profession. Yeah, either positively, more often than not, it is usually you reacting to bad behavior. Yeah, if you have gone through the topics in professional values, you actually understand this I'm saying better. Yeah, it's usually more of you frowning at impolite behavior in your profession. Yeah. So this is not different from those topics as well. It's a kind of similar to those topics earlier treated. Yeah. So I'm going to be displaying on your screen now a mimicked scenario to that of exam. I'm not saying it is exactly. This is just for educational purpose. Okay. So let's take a look. The scenario says you observe a registered nurse discussing confidential medical information about a patient under her care with a nurse from another ward while standing in the corridor. The conversation is being conducted loudly enough that other individuals nearby can clearly hear the details being shared. So just like you have on your screen, this is actually an impolite behavior. Come to think of it, discussing patients' matter. What is meant to be confidential is now what is loud enough for people around to even eavesdrop. That's quite impolite. Right. So if something like this is coming for you, the first thing you need to do is you need to digest this topic. Remember, professional value is a silent writing station, and you've got just 10 minutes to do this. So you need to really be as accurate as you can in order to write meaningful points, because you don't just assume or you keep paraphrasing. No, write your answers in bullet points. It's simple. Quickly, no, you would have familiarized yourself with scenarios like this, and you would have provided answers. Sequentially arrange your work so it will make life way easier for you. So these are the likely answers you should present during your exam. Let's look into them. The first one: my colleague has a professional responsibility to respect a patient's right to privacy and confidentiality in all aspects of care, and required to always act with honesty and integrity, reflecting the duty of candor. You as a nurse, and myself inclusive, this is what is expected of us. Yeah, you discussing a patient issue that is meant to be confidential with another nurse loud enough in the corridor that the conversation was even heard by people nearby. It doesn't portray a good professional ethics. Yeah. So the next one, I will intervene immediately and privately, reminding my colleagues of confidentiality rules. Yeah, I take that again. I will intervene immediately and privately, reminding my colleagues of confidentiality rules. In case the colleague has forgotten that there is actually a confidentiality rules, it is what we were both taught. I should not be the one reminding the fellow, but then since he or she chose to forget, I'm going to politely remind her that this is not the ethics that the profession carries. So for proper adjustments to be put in place. Yeah. The next one: I will recognize that discussing patient details in a public setting is a breach of the General Data Protection Regulation, that's GDPR, which may incur a financial penalty and pose a question to my colleague's suitability to work as a professional registered nurse. Yeah, this could be serious because you discussing patient details in public settings, it's a breach of GDPR. Yeah, it may incur a financial penalty and could even pose question to to anybody's suitability to practice. Yeah, because these are the ethics that we should know at every point in time without anybody reminding us. So it's something we should not forget, that it should keep us going at every point in time. So if you choose to forget, you may face the penalty. Yeah. Moving on. I will report concern to a senior nurse or data protection officer without delay, both verbally and in written. I will acknowledge the need to be clear, honest, and objective about concerns. Do not say you're going to mask your colleague, you're going to take compassion on your colleague. No, it could put you also in serious danger. So you need to escalate as soon as possible so that the future occurrence of similar issue could be kept at bay. Okay. Moving on, I will be ready to discuss the experience, get it on record if I'm asked to do so as part of an investigation of the incident. Do not say, oh, as soon as I report, I will go and hide so that they won't know I'm the one that actually reports my colleague. No, if you were to be the one, you might not be exonerated from such acts. Yeah. So we should always know what to do per time. Yeah. Yeah, colleague, it could be that simple. These are just the things you need to it is just unlawful behavior, things that is not acceptable. Yeah, that is being your colleague is doing in a way. So just look at it in that aspect. Read and understand your scenario. Believe me, you just ace the station. It could be that simple. It is just a 10-minute station. Nothing, you're not talking to anybody, you're just going to pen down whatever you might have learned. Yeah. Thank you so much, colleagues. Yeah, if you want one-on-one sessions with us, you can actually reach out to us on the displayed contact on your screen and we'll be happy to have you. Right, until I come your way in my subsequent videos, keep practicing OSCE. Bye.